Let's get into some hot topics. We are just days away from the presidential inauguration, and Vogue magazine's double cover photos of Vice President-elect Kamala Harris is raising questions. Did y'all see? They really tried it at first. First, they released a picture on social media. She was in a dark suit with Chuck Taylors, and people said it didn't look like it was a finished photo. They looked like they just kind of slapped it all together. Hours later, Vogue shared the more sharper image of her in a light blue suit. What are your thoughts on Kamala Harris's photos? And do you think people are overreacting to, people feel like they try to play her with the non-finished photo first. What do y'all think about this?
Sure they did, so it could get attention. Let's just keep that real. Listen, she is going to be the first African-American president, and the team that's going to get behind her, because didn't we see Michelle blossom when she became the first lady? Like, there's going to be a team that jumps on her. Y'all going to see that look go from them Chuck and Taylors to a whole bunch of designers, because the difference between her and like the last administration, they didn't want to give them any magazine covers or designers. Nobody wanted them. Now the best is going to be at her disposal. Her look will improve.
So do you mean Biden is not going to be there no more because that's why she's going to be the president? Or you mean that she is going to be the first African-American vice president?
Vice president. Thank you very much. I misspoke on that, but y'all knew what I was talking about.
I know. I just want to make sure that everybody else.
That it is vice president. Yes. But there's going to be an excellent team. Trust me.
I think. Oh, no, go. No,
I'm done.
I think that is cool that she actually had on Chuck Taylors. I think that we're embracing more nowadays, embracing more of people's true identity and who they really want to be. Like, if you think about Lori Lightfoot in Chicago, Lori Lightfoot wears suits. Now Lori Lightfoot is LGBTQ, but at the end of the day, she still be sharp in her suits. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's dope that they showcased her in her truest form first. And I feel like, we need to start being embracing, like, she can still do her job in Chucks. Like one time I saw her in a picture, she was walking with all her Secret Service. She had on Tim's.
I know, that was so dope. I saw that video. And so it looks so cool getting off of the jet. Yes.
I'm happy that it's not your average stereotypical, model picture and all.
They did a little bit better on that backdrop, though.
What I want to say,
come on, let's keep that real. Yeah. The whole grandmama satin hanging, they could have done a little bit better than that. But somebody from her team should have said, "Is that going to be the backdrop?"
But what I want to say is, I think that because we're so used to Vogue doing high fashion, till they are not seeing the fashion that's her fashion.
Right.
However, I did hear that she approved the light blue suit and not the other picture to be on the cover. So that's where the controversy is coming from, because I believe that they were looking for more of a polished look, if you want to call it that, but like you said, she had on Tim's, and that's what it is. We're bringing different forms of fashion to you. And when it's different because it's an African-American, why is it so controversial?
Right.
And they tripped when Michelle Obama bared her arms.
Yes.
And when Obama
the right to bear arms was like literally like a big thing, because she was in shape, worked out, took care of herself. She showed her. Jacqueline Onassis, she showed her arms all the time as well too. I don't know why they don't think that we're gonna check. Like, come on, like, why are you giving her such a hard time?
We have some YouTube comments. Keith says they're putting Kamala under a microscope. Robin says, I like the outfit with the Chucks. Sam says, I love that she wore Chucks. And Yvette said, we did it, Joe. Now, there's no doubt about it.
We did it, Joe.
There's no doubt about it that when it's a Black woman, she's going to be under held to a different standard by us, first of all, and by them. And I feel like I'm split. Like, I love that they capture her personality, and the pink and green was a nod to, being an AKA. I got that. But I think people are expecting it to be Vogue, like, damn, they're supposed to show out on that. But you know what? That's how they always do Black women. I remember there was an issue with the Serena cover that they felt like they didn't do her justice, like something with the lighting. And, this is nothing
like
new.
Unfinished.
Yeah, like there's nothing new how they try us. This happens all the time.
I have a question for you guys. Do you think that in a shoot that big, with like Vogue, you know how they have union workers, right? That do hair, makeup, photography, and normally union workers are white. And do you think that maybe they struggle with capturing the just the essence and beauty of Black people in general? Because like an Essence cover be a whole nother ball game. Like Essence,
absolutely, they would have got the shot of her coming off the jet, the Thames.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. It would have been a whole like moving Vogue cover towards you. You know what I mean? 3D. You know.
So do you think that it's because of that? Like because I know like if I go somewhere and have a photo shoot and it's a white person that does my hair, I already know it's not gonna be like, my girl who do my hair.
I don't know, because I'm telling you, when I do a photo shoot, you're not gonna just put me in anything, and you're not gonna just photograph me any kind of way.
Right.
And
we're gonna talk about
feel that she's that kind of person. She has that kind of personality where it's like, no, that's not my style, or no, I don't want that. Let's do these. I feel like that's how she was. She was.
No shade to white people that try to do Black hair, but I will say this. Let me just tell you right now. Whenever you bring out a spray bottle with water, you already lost.
Yes, that's just flag on the play. Flag on the play. Hell no, flag. No. I wish you what?
What you about to do with that?
Hell no. What are you doing? Right.
Kryptonite. So ladies, okay. I was sick this weekend, but something that brought me a lot of joy was watching everybody abandon Donald Trump. He got banned from Twitter.
Oh,
and that was amazing. But singer Keri Hilson, she got dragged for releasing a statement saying that kicking him off social media equals censorship. The rest of her message stated that, take Trump out of it for a moment. A democracy must include freedom of speech. Imagine other leaders or popular figures not being able to voice their opinion if it opposes majority world leaders. Our freedom of speech being taken away from us slowly but surely is censorship. Does she have a point? Or is banning a dangerous man like Donald Trump really censorship? What do y'all think?
It is not censorship in this instance. When you banned Louis Farrakhan, yes, that's censorship. He was banned as well. And there have been other people that have, and he was banned because they felt like he was anti-Semitic. However, he just incited an entire overthrowing of the Capitol where people died. Not to mention, for the entire, the most part of 2020, he curated the results of the coronavirus, which took we're almost at
400,000, yeah.
So at the end of the day, and we left him on social media. We left him there with his freedom of speech. So at some point, enough has to be enough. And this was senseless. And he literally incited and curated this foolishness at the Capitol, and he had to be stopped. I think it was a very, 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 very smart idea, and a shout out to a lot of people that should want to pause in saying things like that, because what he did as the president of the United States
was awful.
That's awful.
It was awful. But they have the right to do it. They are business. They can ban whom they want.
But I also understand what he was saying about, the Fifth Amendment. You can not speak if you want to, but if it's taken away from you, that's a whole nother thing, constitutionally. But I believe that Trump, wholeheartedly, he just abused absolutely everything across the board to be a leader.
Yes. He's
not a leader. It's almost like, I feel like it's going to be some shit when he leaves. Like, for real. So it's almost like they're pulling the plug, like, slowly but surely, because we don't know what he gonna say. Or what he say, stand down, hold up, or something.
Proud boy, stand down, whatever.
When the shooting starts, the looting starts. He's been talking crazy and
the whole time. The whole time. I hope they impeach his ass. It'll be for the second time that he gets impeached, so that will make sure that his ass cannot run again for the president of the United States of America, that it puts up a major roadblock for that. You were gaslighter, an awful gaslighter and an awful divider. As Joe Biden said, you're the worst president ever
in history.
And that title is yours.
Well, his supporters don't think so.
Well, Some of them have been enlightened, especially this last week, because right after, did you guys notice? Everything serves his purpose. So he tells them to go down there, but then when they realize how serious it's going to get, now he comes and does a speech saying, okay, those people that went and did that, I am totally against it. He totally looked like he was reading the teleprompter. He, it was just awful. And I'm like, see, y'all leader flipped on y'all like a dime. Now what? And now y'all asses is going to jail because y'all forgot in the Capitol there's pictures everywhere. And then y'all was photographing yourself and posting it on social media. They came knocking on y'all front door with your grandmama having to run out after behind you saying, now wait a minute now, that's my son. Like y'all, there are consequences to your actions. You cannot just break the law. So I'm happy to see it all. They could. They did. He made them feel entitled to.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break, but I just want to say, listen. No, you could. The fact that it's the president, it holds a different kind of weight than if I say, let's all go down to the White House, which I would be in trouble if I incited violence. When you're the president, with the mind control you have on your cult. I watched a documentary this weekend on Jim Jones, the cult leader. That's exactly what's happening here. You have a higher responsibility. I just feel like Keri Hilson got dragged into it. I get the point she was trying to make.
I forgot about her.
It's okay. And they really came for Keri's neck. Like they wanted to cancel her, and they were like, actually it was like violence towards her. Keri, I get what you're trying to say. It's just that you still have your freedom of speech. You just don't have the right to say it on a platform that's private that people own. So you can still talk. You just can't talk on our Twitter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Cocktails of Queens when we return.